All right. No filter MMA family. This, of course, would be your boy BJ back with another live stream. Oh boy. UFC 255. UFC 255 is a flyweight showcase. That's exactly what's going on at UFC 255. I'm loving this. I'm loving the fact that we can get in, UFC. We have been the last two UFC cards. The just this past weekend. What's up, Reggie? Man, what's popping with you, bruh? What's up, fam? Everything good with you? Um, this last weekend's card and this one, we had three strawweight fights. This week we're getting three flyweight fights. You know what I'm saying? I think this is amazing. I'm loving the path that they're going. Let's keep on this trajectory. We need to get these divisions moving, man. Like we need to get these divisions moving. We need 125 moving. We need 115 moving. We need 135 moving. You know what I'm saying? We need them moving, and I'm loving the fact that they doing this with, these fights. Three flyweight fights, three strawweight fights last week. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I appreciate you asking, Reggie, man. I really do, man. Hope everything is well. Well, let's talk. So we got Maya Chukagian. Excuse me. We got Maya Shevchenko. We've got Chukagian Calvillo, and we've got Lipsky Shevchenko. Now, I don't know how y'all feeling about this Ariane Lipsky and Antonina. I'm gonna start from the bottom and go up. I'm gonna start with Antonina Shevchenko and Ariane Lipsky. Guys, this fight right here, man. Mm, y'all know I got my medicine going. I just want my medicine up. As far as this fight right here, this is a risky fight for Lipsky. I feel like Lipsky has a run together, and she's finally put together a run in the UFC, and Antonina Shevchenko can end that run. But I feel like this version of Ariane Lipsky is a completely different Ariane Lipsky than what we've seen. If you guys, I've been looking at Ariane Lipsky back in KSW, man. And Lipsky was a fucking animal. She was a fucking animal in KSW. And when she fought Joanne Calderwood and when she fought Meatball Molly McCann, when she fought Meatball, she was very hesitant, man. I feel like, I was blaming it on the UFC lights, you know what I'm saying? Like the just the thrill of being there. But when you look at KSW and you look at the magnitude of arena that KSW events were being held in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like those were massive, massive, massive events. Like UFC level attendance in these huge stadiums for KSW, man. And, you know, so the lights and the pressure, I feel like Lipsky dealt with that, but I felt like, the competition was the problem. Um, I felt like she, was just worried about what was coming from her opponent versus just going out and implementing her game. Now, when she came out against Isabella de Padua, she came out aggressive, throwing aggressive strikes, going for the takedown. Lipsky was working. She dropped de Padua. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Lipsky that I'm used to seeing with those combinations that ended with that body kick. That's Ariane Lipsky. And then when she came out and submitted Luana Carolina, the same thing, just coming forward, very patient. Lipsky's been patient in her last couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? She's been patient, she's been calculated, she's been pinpoint, she's been accurate, and she's been fucking aggressive. And I feel like when Antonina Shevchenko gets pressure put on her, like she kind of folds in a way when pressure gets put on her. Like when she was fighting Podolova, it happened. When she was fighting, who else who did she lose to? Oh God, who beat up Antonina? Well, Roxanne Modafferi. When she fought Roxanne Modafferi, Roxanne, what I'm saying, was putting pressure on Antonina, and Antonina just didn't know what to expect coming from Roxanne Modafferi. And that's how Roxanne got that win. Roxanne got that win straight up. Some people call that Macy Barber win a fluke. It's not a fluke. Women in combat sports was popping. It's not a fluke. She beat Macy Barber. She beat Antonina Shevchenko. It is what it is. But I feel like if Antonina Shevchenko has worked on her takedown defense and does not let Ariane Lipski take her down, because if Lipski takes her down, she's gonna lay on top of Shevchenko and she's gonna dominate Antonina on the ground. Um, I feel like if Antonina can stuff the takedown from Lipski, then and this fight stays on the feet, that's where Antonina Shevchenko has the biggest chance of winning this fight. Is if this fight stays on the feet and she turns it into a kickboxing match. But as far as skill set and where this fight stands on the feet, this is a very even fight, guys. Because if you think that Lipski can't hang with, oh, hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. If you don't think that Lipski can't stand and bang with Antonina Shevchenko, then I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think Lipski has the stand up skills, um, and yeah, exactly. Women in combat sports, big fights this Saturday for women's MMA. But if people are saying, counting Lipski out of this fight, and I'm like, if you guys don't think Ariane Lipski um, can't stand and trade with Antonina Shevchenko, then heesh, I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Yeah, man, Lipski's going to be very competitive on the feet with Antonina Shevchenko. So that makes that fight interesting. It does, man. This is a big opportunity for Lipski. This is a big if she goes out there and beats Antonina Shevchenko, I think that speaks a lot. Like that's a big win for Lipski. Um, she goes out there and outstrikes Antonina or dominates Antonina, then she'll probably get, a top 10 fighter, a top 15 fighter for sure. You know, I know Jillian Robertson was calling her out at one point, and Jillian was like, I really want to fight Lipski. Like, I want that fight. And I'm like, ooh, that's a dangerous fight. Like Lipski's dangerous really for anybody at 125 pounds. Exactly. Antonina Shevchenko is big and needs to fight at 135. She needs to fight at 135. I don't know why she's fighting at 125 where her sister is the champion. That just doesn't make sense. Like all of these fights that Antonina's fought, imagine if she had won them. What would be going on with that? If Antonina had beat Chukagian, what would we be doing right now? I mean, what would we be doing? So, sorry, y'all, I'm eating. So that's the thing I want. That's like where would the division be if Antonina had beat Roxanne Modafferi and then beat um Caitlin Chukagian? You know what I'm saying? It's like ugh, Valentina is champion and Antonina is number one contender. Like that's kind of crazy. She does look weak. I agree. She does look weak. I'm not gonna be in here for long, guys. Just want to talk real quick. Then we have Calvillo versus Chukagian. Guys, this fight is 50-50 for me. This fight is 50-50 for me. Can go either way. Okay. Um, if Cynthia Calvillo chooses to stand and bang with Antonina on the feet, I mean, stands and bang with. If Calvillo chooses to stand and bang with Chukagian, then Chukagian can win this fight. If this fight goes to the ground, the pendulum swings to Cynthia Calvillo. I mean, it's really that simple. when it comes to that fight. It's literally that simple. It's not, if the fight stays on the feet, Chukagian wins. If the fight goes to the ground, then you got a whole nother fight with a fighter like Cynthia Calvillo. You know, yeah, I think that Chukagian will probably. I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Cynthia Calvillo on that one. And Cynthia Calvillo is great at getting you to the ground. She's good at getting people to the ground. And she's good at dominating them on the ground. I'm going to have to go with Cynthia Calvillo, man. I think Calvillo is not as strong as Andrade. That's true. I think she is at flyweight to avoid Nunes, GDR, and Pena. I would, yeah, man. And even like Kunitskaya, you know what I'm saying? Like Yana Kunitskaya, man. That'd be a hard fight for Antonina to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people sleep on Kunitskaya as one of the better strikers at 135 because she is one of the better strikers at 135. Kunitskaya for sure can make it competitive with Antonina Shevchenko. Absolutely. Um, but as we move on to the co-main event, which is the main event for the women fights, um, if someone had a gun in my head, I'm picking Valentina Shevchenko. But what I've noticed from Jennifer Maya is she has not, like John from Bloody Canvas said, she hadn't blinked an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like she hadn't blinked an eye. You like, in Valentina's last few title defenses, the people who were challenging for the belt had this fake confidence. Like Jessica I did all of that with this fake confidence. Caitlin Chukagian, stuck to the script. She's never fought anyone like me before. Um, you know, the only legit title contender that has fought was Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I mean, really, that's it. The only person who I feel like confidence wasn't wavered at all stepping into a fight with Valentina at 125 pounds was two people. And that was Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Joanna Jędrzejczyk didn't bat an eye when it was time to fight Valentina Shevchenko. And the only other person who has fought Valentina at 125 that didn't bat an eye was Priscilla Cachoeira. I have to give it to Priscilla. She didn't give a damn who Valentina was. She went in there to fight. She went in there to fight. You know what I'm saying? The title was pretty much on the line at that point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, she better not underestimate Jennifer Maya, man. Jennifer Maya is going in here to fight. Like I said, you put a gun in my head, I'm going to say Valentina Shevchenko. But we got to stop this aura of invincibility around Valentina. Everyone talks about every other, who can contend with every other champion in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, when it comes to Valentina, there's nobody that can, those rules don't apply to Valentina. I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy if you don't think that Jennifer Maya, a former champion, no, she's had championship experience. She's been a champion in other promotions. If you don't, and Jennifer Maya is, the confidence I get from Jennifer Maya, it isn't like put on confidence. This is straight up. Jennifer Maya is gonna go in here and try to take that belt from Valentina Shevchenko. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yes, she's very hungry and she's very strong. Jennifer Maya is gonna come into this fight and go after Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, it just is what it is, guys. It literally is just is what it is. So, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it plays out. Um, Valentina this may be another quick title defense by Valentina. You know, you never know. Jennifer Maya could pull a Holly Holm in here. And let's just be real. Right. Maya respects Valentina Shevchenko, but she ready to fight. She ready to fight. And with Andrade and everybody there now, everybody's kind of overlooking. Everybody's kind of overlooking Jennifer Maya. I think she'll be competitive too. I think she would. I think she is too. Um, you know, and everybody's talking about Calvillo or Andrade. I'm guilty of it myself. But Jennifer Maya is going in here to fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's going in here to fight. And I just want to see how she handles. What is Jennifer Maya gonna do? If she's gonna take Valentina down? I honestly think that Jennifer Maya is gonna try to put Valentina Shevchenko on her back. I think that's where Jennifer Maya is going. I think Jennifer Maya is going to. She's going to try and put Valentina Shevchenko on her back. And if she takes that approach and then she mixes it up well, if she gets the takedown and lands that takedown, and then, comes out let's say she dominates for a whole round, and she comes back out striking, you gotta upset Valentina. You have to upset the rhythm of Valentina Shevchenko. If you get predictable, then Valentina knows what's gonna happen. She knows what's coming her way if you get predictable. That's the thing about Shevchenko. She's that good. She's that good. And Jennifer Maya is just gonna have to figure it out. She's gonna have to figure it out. And I hope she carries that confidence right into the cage with her. I hope she does. I hope that confidence that Jennifer Maya has follows her right into the octagon, because she's gonna need it. She's gonna need it. I want to see someone go into these fights unwavered. Valentina has these girls defeated before they even step into the cage. Her boxing and her ground game is very good. Women in combat sports, absolutely. Jennifer Maya is not a can. Now, I can say that Jennifer Maya is not a can. So I just don't think that Valentina. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that Valentina has fought someone who's been as game as Jennifer Maya. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody that stepped in there has been, except for Castawader and Young J. Nobody was like, "Fuck it, let's go." Chukagian looked nervous. I I don't know what was going on with Jessica. Liz Carmouche fake confidence, going off of that fluke win from before. You know, shit like that. Yeah, I think Maya will give her a run too, for sure, for sure. But anyways, guys, not gonna stay here long. Just want to come on and talk about that quick little live stream. Um, quick little live stream. It is what it is. Didn't come to stay all night. Didn't come to stay all night. But I did want to just talk, real quick about these matchups, guys. I got a lot of stuff to do over a bloody canvas, so I got to get going on that. Um, so I just wanted to touch base with y'all, let y'all know I ain't forgot about these fights. There will be more coverage of these fights, longer videos later this week. I just wanted to jump on, start off the week, let y'all know that this is what I'm going to be talking about this week. Shevchenko Lipsky, Shevchenko Maya, Chukagian Calvillo. Let's focus on those fights, guys, because those are very pivotal matchups at 125 pounds. Those are pivotal matchups. So let's keep watching them. All right, guys, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that dislike button. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I'm AO.